I don't see any reason why the Carson slide will not continue. And what we're getting now is the fight between Cruz and Rubio over essentially who's going to earn the title fight against the leader, which is Trump. They're starting to fight a little early among themselves, but that they obviously see the winner of this undercard, Cruz versus Rubio, as the guy who will get to go into the finals. Rubio, I think, has benefited over the last few months from the decline of Bush support. A lot of it has gone to him. And also the fact that the mainstream, I don't like to use establishment, but the more mainstream Republicans who have given up on Bush are seeing Rubio as the one who's the most likely to win against Hillary.
This battle, AB, between Rubio and Cruz on national security is significant. It started out with the NSA, Rubio attacking Cruz on a vote about the National Security Agency, and then you had this Bloomberg article. Senator Rubio emphatically supported Hillary Clinton, says Cruz, in toppling Gaddafi in Libya. I think that made no sense, Cruz told Bloomberg. On Syria, he said against Rubio and Clinton, in my view, we have no dog in the fight of the Syrian civil war, he said, arguing that Rubio and Clinton are repeating the very same mistakes they made in Libya. They've demonstrated they've learned nothing. Interesting tying Rubio with Clinton.
Yeah, and so the gloves are off. I mean, this is a window of time where they worry that the voters are going to defocus off of the race and onto Chris. And there's volatility with Carson's numbers slipping, Cruz's rise, Rubio's rise, and you see Christie attacking Trump, Christie attacking the senators, Cruz and Rubio. You see Rubio and Cruz in this fight. It's not only on national security, where Rubio is going to paint him as a Rand Paul dove because he said we have no stake in the fight in Syria. Basically, we would have been fine with Gaddafi, and with and the same in Egypt. That the push by people like Clinton led us to the Muslim Brotherhood. So that is something that Rubio is going to take advantage of. The other thing is Ted Cruz is going to be under enormous pressure on immigration, and Rubio has been leading that. He cannot come up with an answer, and this is now on tape, and it's been on the Hugh Hewitt show. He can't come up with an answer on what is amnesty, because essentially his position is very similar to the other people in the race, including Rubio. And so this will be a huge thing in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think Cruz would like to position himself between Rubio on the one hand and Rand Paul on the other hand. But I think, particularly in this Bloomberg article, he makes an argument lumping Rubio in with Clinton and Obama that I think is a stretch. A lot of people are going to think is a stretch. And at one point, Cruz says, well, Rubio is basically in favor of the kind of military adventurism that we've seen so much of from the Obama administration. I don't think that's the main conservative critique of the Obama administration. The main critique is that we haven't projected American power. We certainly haven't used it. I'd say Libya, maybe Syria are exceptions to that, but that's a risky argument for Cruz to make. He's going to have to make it in a more nuanced way going forward.
62 days. That's it for the panel.